There's nothing peaceful about shrinking who you are, limiting who you are, and abandoning who you are just to stay safe, to stay comfortable.
This is for the girls becoming, the girls returning, the girls remembering who they are. This is power with perfume on it. This is softness in a silk robe. This is becoming Harris energy.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the Become Hers channel. My name is Kayla. If you are new here, thank you for tuning in, and if you aren't, welcome back. Y'all ever realize how fucking funny the universe is? I don't know why I say it like that, but the universe is actually hilarious. It really does not give us what we want. It gives us who we are. And that is something I had to learn in a way that humbles me, checks the fuck out of me, and open my eyes. I live by that reminder that says evolve or repeat. Because when you evolve the way you think, when you shift what's going on inside of you, your entire reality changes. But repeating is the tricky one. Repeating will spin the block on your life every single time if you do not evolve. Life will hand you the same lessons in different people, different situations, and different seasons. Life will always give you who you are until you choose to evolve who you thought you can only be. And the real point in this video is pretty fucking simple. Live your life. Live your life. Live your life. Live your life. And when I say live it, have a good life. Be present, be grateful, and live life with no regrets. Do what makes you happy. And stop thinking everything uncomfortable in life is meant to break you or set you back or fuck up whatever you got going on. Everything in life happens for a reason, and I mean everything. And when I say I don't believe in bad things, I'm not talking about people who are out here experiencing like real tragedies or violence. I'm talking about everyday moments that we label as bad or terrible. The breakup, the job loss, the delay, the detour, the uncomfortable shifts. Those things are not punishments. They are lessons. They are alignment. They are redirection. I do not believe that God or the universe wakes up just like, here go Kayla again. Let's just fuck up this bitch day. I do not believe that. I don't live in that type of fear. I don't live in that type of thinking. Life always is going in my favor, not because everything looks good or I'm having this really dandy fine time, but because my inner world is guiding my outer world. And if my inner world is constantly in shambles, my life is definitely going to reflect that. If I'm always anxious or having anxiety and unsure on the inside, life is going to mirror that confusion just as much as anything else. If I am grounded, if I am grateful, if I am aligned inside, life is going to also follow that frequency. Your inner world is your whole compass to life. That's why evolve and repeat is such an important thing to me, because either you evolve and you grow and expand, or you repeat the same patterns over and over and over again. Some people thrive in repetition because it feels familiar, because it doesn't require honesty, because it doesn't ask them to change. And some people thrive in evolution because they know staying the same hurts more than becoming someone new. You choose which path you want to take. But evolution is where real becoming happens. Evolution is where God starts to whisper to you differently. He starts to have different conversations with you. Evolution is where life starts opening doors you didn't even know were in the hallway. I think about this all the time, and this is what keeps me like going in life. When I turn 80, I don't want to sit there with regrets. I don't want to say I played it safe my whole life. I don't want to say I never took a chance on myself. I don't want to look back and feel like I abandoned my purpose, who I am, who I want to be, because I was scared. I don't want to, I do not want to live a wish I would have type of life. That's why I always say, what is risk without failure? Failure is not negative. Failure is definitely natural. It's a natural part of life. Failure is direction. Failure is guidance. Failure is clarity. Failure is a doorway. Failure isn't even failure to me. Failure for me means that it wasn't meant for me. It means it was something I was supposed to try. I was supposed to step towards it, but the purpose of stepping towards it was not success. The purpose was blessing it open for me. There's moments where I considerably failed at things, and that wasn't a real failure. It was alignment in disguise. It was God saying, not this, but that, something else, something different, something bigger. When I first started my business, Becoming Hers wasn't even Becoming Hers. The name was called The Crystal Dealer. And when I was like making a business, I was just so excited, but I could not get behind the name The Crystal Dealer. I couldn't find a domain. If I did find a domain, it was something off. It would be like thecrystaldealer.co or thecrystaldeal.com. It was never thecrystaldealer.com. Couldn't stay consistent. I couldn't find vendors. I couldn't find anything. The name didn't feel like me. I wasn't aligned with it. I used to sit there and think like, damn, I'm just failing at making a business. That's just stupid. But in truth was I wasn't aligned with it. I remember thinking like, God, like, what are you trying to show me? Because I already paid for this. I paid my money. So what the fuck am I going to do? Then when I had that prayer and that talk with God, that's how the idea for Becoming Hers came up. It was the most soul driven, so deep part of my mission. That failure of the Crystal Dealer birth, the thing that changed everything for me. Sometimes the very thing that falls apart is the same thing that frees you. So no, I do not believe life is definitely trying to punish us. I believe that life is trying to evolve us. Life is trying to grow us. Life is trying to redirect us back to ourselves. Life is trying to align us with the version of us that already exist in spirit but haven't fully shown up yet in the physical sense. We don't question the bad things in life. We call them blessings, but let something uncomfortable, something we see as negative happen, and now we think like we're cursed, or we think God is punishing us. We think that we're under a spiritual attack. We think that life is against us. But the truth is, discomfort is what wakes us up. Discomfort reveals what's real. Discomfort is often the doorway to the next level in life. What if you're not being punished? What if you were being rerouted? What if that delay was protection? What if that setback was preparation? What if that very thing you're crying about is clearing the path for something better? Everything that looks like a loss isn't a loss. Everything that looks like failure isn't failure. Sometimes the universe is just moving things out of your way so you can meet the version of you are supposed to become. A lot of times the problem isn't the situation. Sometimes the problem is not betting on yourself. You're not standing on business about yourself. You're not believing you can do more, see more, grow more. So life throws little chaotic moments at you, not to destroy you, but to wake you up. There are so many people with higher callings in life who never reach them because their comfort zone feels safer than actually stepping outside and growing. But comfort can become a cage too. Comfort will have you repeating the same year over and over and over and over and over, thinking that is peace. Comfort will trick you into believing that stillness is alignment, when really it is being stagnant. There's nothing peaceful about shrinking who you are, limiting who you are, and abandoning who you are just to stay safe, to stay comfortable. Risk is definitely choosing yourself. Risk is choosing your future self over your current self. Risk is saying, I am becoming. And luck is what meets you on the other side of that decision. Risk and luck walk together. They go hand in hand. When you evolve, when you stand on your calling, when you stand on business about yourself, when you choose your path, even while you are scared, luck has no choice but to rise up and meet you. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. It responds to your inner world. It responds to the part of you you're willing to face and the part of you you're willing to change. So evolve or repeat. But understand this, life always hands you whichever you choose. So choose wisely. A quote that I live by Albert Einstein is, and this is not verbatim, I don't remember, but no problem can be solved with the same level of consciousness that created it in the first place. To evolve, you must change the way of thinking. To grow, you must change your way of thinking. To expand, you must change your way of thinking. Ciao.